Hi everyone. So here's the place where I keep my worms, and I'm going to start a little experiment today with my first cocoon nursery bean that is now 174 days old. So what I have here is my nursery bean. There's castings that I harvest, castings as well. There's some bedding that is getting ready for worms, but the most bedding I have here. This is ready to start my little experiment, so let's go to it. So what I did, I prepared the bedding for them. So there's some coffee in it, some grit, some food. I made a smoothie and I mixed it into the bedding, so everything is nice and moist, not too wet, it's not dripping, but I hope it's moist enough for worms so they will like it. And I prepared two same kind of bowls with holes in them. Hopefully you can see, the lighting is awful today. So they're the same. And my nursery bean is without that kind of holes. So what I'm going to do today, let's take it. Okay, I'm going to quickly move my worms into one of the bowls. So this one will be in the middle. This bean without the holes will go on the bottom with half of the bedding that I prepared, and the other half will go to the top one, and I'm going to see where they prefer to go, up or down. They are European night crawlers, so I suspect they may prefer to go down, not like a red wrigglers, but we have to see, we have to check it. Okay, I fed them a few days ago, so the food is in this side, but I don't want to dig too much into this bean because I don't want worms to be too stressed. I'm going to flip it and hide the food a little bit, but it's not going to be a big problem because this is going to be covered with another one. So what I did with this, not sure if you can see because of the blinds, but there is, this part is a little bit more hollow here on the bottom, and I didn't drill the holes around this part because if I take it out and there are worms trying to get through the holes, I don't want to squish them. So they will have a room, even if I put it on a surface, they will have the room to move in or out. So let's start with this part. So I'm going to, can I flip it? Oh, it's too heavy. So okay, plan B. just move them. I will try to do it gently, so not to stress them too much, because I don't want them to start escaping through the holes until I finish the process. I have the flying insects everywhere. So plenty of worms. I have lots of babies, tons of cocoons here, and this material, it looks like, I don't know, 75% castings. So it's time for them to start moving from this material. I don't expect all of them to move out, but I hope the new beans will be inviting for them. That will create good environment for them and they will want to move, so it will be easier to sift the castings from this bin. And I've been waiting a few weeks for the level to drop, so there was tons of bedding and I didn't add a new one for a while because I wanted to fit another bin on top of it. Okay, it takes a moment. We have a couple of worms mating here. I'm not sure if you can see. Don't want to disturb them too much. I need more worms. Tons of cocoons everywhere I look. Every handful, cocoons and babies. And flying insects. So this is the feeding area, so we can see more worms, baby worms. Sorry for lighting today, but we have a very bright sun and it's going straight through the window. So I had to cover it a little bit, not to stress worms too much. But look at them. Can we flip the rest of it? Worms everywhere. Tons of babies, so it will take a while to get all of them. As you can see, after flipping and fluffing, the level is much higher now, but it will drop in a couple of days. a corner. Who's trying to put a baby to the corner? Okay. Another baby. If there's some castings left, it's not a problem. I just don't want to leave the babies out because I don't want them to dry out. Is it all of them? One more here. And one more here. Come on. And a cocoon. I hope that's all. I'll check it later. Or not. Okay. I'm going to move this bin. We don't have any worms here, but we have cocoon that went through the hole. Okay. So this one is going to the bottom, this one is going to the top. So I'm going to put the same amount of bedding in each bin. I choose this kind of the beans because they have like a little stoppers here, so there's like 1.5 inch probably, so it's not going to drop all the way down, it's not going to squish everything. Okay, so this is empty and it's ready to collect some castings probably. Okay, looks the same. Yeah. So this one is without the holes. I'm moving my worms over. Okay. And I will put this one with the holes on top. And I will cover it with the stuff they had on top before. So I'm going to leave them for a week or two to see where they prefer to move. I will not touch them because I don't want to force them to go anywhere. The only thing I may do is to spray the top bin with the water a little bit. I don't want it to be too wet, I don't want it to drip down, but I want it to stay the same because the bottom one is covered now. It will not evaporate much, but this one may a little bit, so I may come here and just spray the surface without touching the worms, without forcing them to escape. So we'll see where they prefer to go, and let me know what you think. We'll check them in a week to 2 weeks. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.